Do you remember the first time you've experienced a glitch in Skate 3? You probably had just gotten to school and you were bored out of your mind because all you could think about was playing Skate 3. Finally get home and you excitedly turn on your console to play. You're having fun and all of a sudden your character explodes. Or you had your modded controller plugged in and it messes the game up. And you ask yourself the all too familiar question, what just happened? I'll tell you what happened. You've experienced what us in the gaming sphere call a glitch. You see, glitches are one of the core aspects of Skate 3, and all of the Skate franchise for that matter. Now I know you're probably wondering to yourself, what exactly is a glitch? As stated by Oxford Languages, a glitch is a sudden, usually temporary malfunction or irregularity of equipment. What does that mean for us Skate 3 players? It basically means this. Or this. Or sometimes even this. Now you may have noticed something strange about those clips. They actually had credit to what I believe are the original founders of the glitches. It's something people do as a sign of respect to someone who helped develop something. It's called giving credit. Unfortunately, within the skate community, that's a far too uncommon thing. Here's proof. Write down in the comments below what the name of this glitch is. If you said the glitch's name was the Judo footplank glitch, I'm sorry to say that you're mistaken. The original name is actually called the Like-Out glitch. I'm the founder of that glitch. I gave it that name because there's already a Judo footplank glitch. What's my point? Some of these glitches that I'm going to show you might not be the proper names of them, nor do I know the true founders of said glitches. Now I have 3 final messages to leave with you before we begin. The first message is, if you know the true founders or names of these glitches, with proof, leave it in the comments below. The second message is to EA. I would love to see a memorial just like how you guys did for Ron Hartley, also known as Carver Don, but done for Azo in Skate 4. The newer Skate 3 players might not know who he is. To give you a frame of reference, if there was a Mount Rushmore of Skate 3 glitch inventors / YouTubers, Azo is the first person who should be up there. And for my final message, when I say lost glitches, I mean glitches nobody talks about anymore or does anymore. Now on to the lost glitches of Skate 3. First up is the no comply pop glitch. So all you need to do is just get some speed, hop on your board, do a no comply, and as soon as you're about to do your no comply or as soon as it pops, you want to do a bail. So again, you run, you hop on your board, you no comply, and as soon as it pops, just mess around with the timing, then you just bail immediately as soon as it pops or before you pop. Before I quit uploading Skate 3, I discovered this glitch and it was a work in progress, so I never actually uploaded it, but you could almost land from any height. The only issue was actually getting back out of the glitch. I've never discovered how to actually do that, but if somebody could figure out how to get back out of the glitch, you can land from any height, or at least mega heights. So you need to get on this tall building. It's actually near the secret bowl, if I'm not mistaken. It should be somewhere down here. Yeah, so that secret bowl, it's over here in the hotel district. Also, park and play, or the parking lot, whatever you want to call it, is over there. So hopefully that gives you a point of reference as to where I am. But in order to do this glitch, you want to set your marker on your feet. You just run off the building and you hop on your board. So what I like to use is this tree right here as reference. So once I hit the top of the tree, I stop pressing my X button or whatever button you're pressing. So if you're doing a super dude, it could be your circle or B button. I stop doing my dog piss right around there. You could do almost any grab trick if I'm not mistaken. Once you land into the floor, there's not much else you could really do. You can maybe seatbelt pop out of it, but I honestly have no clue. I tried doing a few things, but just nothing ever really worked on how to get out of it. The game still considered me in the air because I was able to do a BS to mute, so you're still technically in the air. I've tried a few things. I didn't try everything. I'm sure maybe somebody could figure out how to actually get this to work, but yeah, that's a glitch. And again, it's a work in progress, so it's nothing too impressive. This one's not too difficult. All you need to do is go to street terrain and then place a pad down vertically. Once you have it placed down, you want to go into your options. You could see it in the bottom left over there, property. So hit select and then you go to options and turn your snapping on, and then you just want to stack 3 pads together like this. Once you do that, you want to go back to properties, go into your options, disable snapping and disable collision. What that's going to help you do is it's going to help you grab a pad and slowly move it into each other. You see how these two are merging? I'll actually change the color so you can see it better. So all you need to do is just delete the middle one. Now this gap is just a little bit too small, so you just want to just mess around with the pad. I'll show you what it should look like. So your skater shouldn't be able to actually walk through, but if you skate through, it should just allow you to pass. I'd recommend placing your marker inside, and then you do your high pump gesture, and then you jump. So if you get the proper spacing, I'll show you the difference between that spacing and this spacing. This spacing is absolutely perfect. Just keep messing around with it. You could see that I could skate through it and actually have a lot of space to do my gesture and everything. If I did my gesture and I jump, it's just going to send you flying. But on this one, the spacing isn't too great. You could see it here. You could skate through it, but you can't walk through it. And to give you a visual representation of what I actually did here, this is how big I put the gap. You can't even select this middle pad here. So that's how big the gap is. But if you do it properly, you could start sending your character flying. Hence the name, the elevator glitch. Now this one is also pretty easy, so you want to go to any location on the map as long as it allows you to add a construction barrier in the open world. Now once you add it, you want to move it toward a wall, whatever wall you're trying to merge through. So once you have it positioned like this, all you need to do is just move the barrier back just a little bit more, add it to your session marker. So what I prefer to do is I prefer to go to my marker after it's added to my session marker, and I hold the barrier like this. I move it backwards as much as I can. You just keep grabbing the barrier over and over again and moving back slowly, and eventually once you keep doing that, you're gonna merge through the wall like this. So I run, I get on my board, I push up on the analog stick after I do my manual. So I'm doing my manual right here, and then my skater squats down because I press up on my left analog stick. So he's pretty much prepped for the Kush pop. So as soon as I get to the edge here, I do a revert, and then I flick my kickflip, and it sends you flying. You could pretty much do any trick. So I get on my board, manual, press up, and then as soon as I revert near the end here, I do a kickflip. So to do this one, you just want to spam place some beach balls inside some water. Then after you do that, you want to dive under the beach balls, and hopefully they'll just push you right through into the water. And since the floor is actually solid, you could skate down here. It's a pretty cool spot. So if you place a lot of large decked quarter pipes and you just spam them around and you fill up your props meter, and once you reach maximum prop limit and you go back, you're gonna notice how slow your game is. Now this glitch is kind of common knowledge, but I haven't seen a lot of people do it recently. But it's so weird. This is me doing the nose blunt speed glitch, and it's pretty slow. Now this one's fairly simple. You want to do like a laser flip or a varial heel flip, whichever trick is easiest for you. I think it works for almost every other trick if I'm not mistaken. All you need to do is just do either, again, a laser flip or a varial heel flip, and just spam both your triggers. You could do it fast or slow, but I would prefer doing it kind of fast. And also I'd recommend doing it stationary or one push, just so you could see whenever the board actually boomerangs. And I did it with a heel flip, so you could pretty much do it with any trick if I'm not mistaken. But you could do L2 and R2 or LT and RT and just spam it either pretty fast or pretty slow, or you could do a combination with RT RT LT or R2 R2 L2, and that's how you do the boomerang board glitch. Now to do the Norwegian Walk, it's actually pretty simple. So all you need to do is find any quarter pipe, bank, or kink where you could do a hand plant. Then right before doing the hand plant, you want to spam triangle or Y to get off your board. So certain ramps and quarter pipes could actually mess up your timing just because of how they're angled. But while you're holding the hand plant button, you want to be spamming triangle just before you actually reach the incline. And if you get the timing right, you should do a little something like that. And it can glitch out. I like it. It's pretty fun. To do this one, you want to go to your object dropper, and you could go to benches and barriers, and there's actually a safety barrier, and that's the one that you want to place down. Once the barrier is placed down, you want to set your marker a bit ways away from the barrier, and then add the barrier to your session marker. So all you need to do is ollie over the barrier and then do a judo foot plant. Make sure you're not doing a judo foot plant on top of the barrier. Do it right after you clear it, so that way you don't fail. So this is what proper timing should look like, and this is what improper timing should look like. You should be able to see the difference there. I did the Judo foot plant after I cleared the barrier, and if you get it perfect, you should do something like that. And again, if it's improper, that's gonna happen. Alright, so this one's pretty simple. You don't need a lot of speed. All you need to do is go from a manual into a tail slide and then just start power sliding. I wouldn't recommend going directly down on the analog stick though. I would recommend angling it to the bottom left or the bottom right to go in whichever direction you want to go, because if you do it directly down, it might not give you the best results. Just angle it to the bottom right or bottom left and you should be able to just non-stop move. You can also do it with barely any speed really. As you can see, I just did it with practically no speed, so there's no real limit to this glitch. So you want to place down either the large wedge ramp or the manual pad with the rail. Darkspine Sonic recommends you using the large wedge ramp just because it's a lot more consistent. You want to have the flip table gesture enabled because if you use any other gesture it is possible, but the flip table helps a lot with the timing of doing this glitch. So once you have the ramp placed down, you actually want to move it one tile over. So what I mean is it's already currently sitting on a tile. I want to move it to this one. So you just grab it and you bring it back to the other tile and then you get on top of the ramp, then place your marker right on top of it, then add the ramp to your session marker. The reason you move it a tile over is because when you reset all props, it goes to the other tile, so when you do the glitch, it's actually out of your way. Now to do the glitch, you want to press triangle or Y, and don't hold it, just tap it, and you want to spam all of your hand gestures so you're locked in place, and then whenever you're comfortable, you could go for the flip table gesture, and as soon as your hands are on a decline, you want to reset all props. So the timing that works best for me from what I've noticed is when I do the flip table gesture, right about here is where I reset all props, so when my hands are coming down. The timing of this is really weird, so don't get too frustrated if you can't get it. I'm gonna show you me hitting this glitch one more time from a different angle so you could kind of understand what I'm doing. Now if you're a real OG, you might remember this glitch. Now it is possible to do on the current Skate 3 version, but it's a lot more inconsistent and it's a lot more consistent on the Skate 3 demo and possibly even the unpatched version. All you gotta do is flick your analog or spin it. I spun it clockwise and your limb could catch in a really weird angle, so my arm caught behind me and that's what caused my skater to spaz out and perform what back then was called the Seizure Glitch. If you have any glitches for Skate 3 or even Skate 4 that you would like for me to share and give you credit for, my Discord is sk#0331, so you can send me your videos there. I really hope you all enjoyed seeing the lost glitches of Skate 3. Leave a like and subscribe if you feel like it, and take care.